Getting stuck or in a guitar rut can bring up a lot of emotion. We tend to bottle up our feelings. I think it's better to express our feelings before trying to move forward. Now, doesn't that feel better? No, not yet. Okay, now that we've dealt with our frustrations, let's talk about solutions. There's a lot of tips floating around on how to rekindle your motivation with playing guitar. Now, all those are helpful, and in fact, I've made an entire video on these tips and ways to get motivated again. Yeah, you probably should watch that. They're helpful, but none of them deal with the core problem. Everyone feels stuck at times. It's part of the process. You start with unbridled enthusiasm. Everything you learn feels like a win. And then reality sets in like a cold, damp rag. You get to a place where progress is You put in more effort, but you get less progress. Welcome to the world of learning guitar, or any complex skill for that matter. For educators, this is a well-known aspect of the learning path. But for us, it can feel like agony. And worse, it feels like something's wrong with you. The problem with giving you more tips is that I'm just chipping away at the surface. Just focusing on ways to stimulate your interest and your motivation is a never-ending losing battle. So, what's the solution? The solution is to change the way you think about playing guitar. I know this sounds like some kind of new age mantra, change your mind, change your life. Well, yeah, a small shift in your focus can make a big difference in your experience. We all start out playing guitar so we can play some of our favorite songs or play like one of our favorite artists, or maybe to be a rock star. We're focused on that result, on playing that song or playing for that special someone. That's all fine and natural. The problem is there's a big gap between where you are and that result, and it's not likely to change soon. As long as you're focused on the result, every little success or improvement pales compared to how far away you are from where you want to be. The mind is a tricky thing. It's like we're being set up for frustration. But that's not all. It gets worse. Just when you think you're getting somewhere, bam! The result you want moves farther away. I remember when I was first inspired to play guitar. I wanted to play rhythm guitar and jam with friends. Sure as heck, just when I started making some good progress and started playing with some friends, I started yearning to do some of the finger-picking things I saw people doing. Now, strumming and chords, they just weren't enough for me. It's a natural process. The more you learn, the more you realize what's possible, and that's good. But unfortunately, it also means you're never going to feel that sense of ultimate success. As long as you're focused on that actual result, it's inevitable you're going to end up feeling stuck or frustrated or both. What is it? Oh, excuse me. Okay, better. The key is to shift your focus from result to process. Set up short-term goals and make those your wins. Getting better becomes a byproduct and a bonus. Think of a game like basketball. Everybody likes basketball, right? How long would you stick with basketball if you dribbled the ball around the court until you got better? It's all the little things that keep things going. Passing the ball to one of your teammates successfully, that's a win. Stealing the ball from one of the other team, that's a win. Making a basket, that's a win. But there's another level beyond that. Focusing on result is something you can't control. But the process you can. Top basketball players know this. They can't control how many hoops they make in a game, but they can control getting up early and going to the court every morning and practicing jamming the ball in the hoop. Here's a guitar example. A result would be playing Stairway to Heaven. A process would be practicing the first 4 chords of Stairway to Heaven 20 minutes a day for the next 5 days. Here's another example. A result would be being able to jam with other people. Process would be practicing improvisation 3 days a week for the next 30 days. You can't control being able to play Stairway to Heaven, at least to the degree that you want to be able to play it. But you can control making time to practice the techniques that will lead you to be able to play Stairway to Heaven. You can't force yourself to play the right things at the right times when you're jamming. But you can practice the skills that'll get you better and better. So now that you know what to do, the next question is, how do I make this shift? Easier said than done, right? Well, you're in luck. I've found a simple but powerful technique that's worked for me and many of my students. Now, it's something I didn't invent, but I've adapted to my particular use, and it works great. Go ahead and watch this next video, and I'll explain the details, and I'll show you how you can put it to work. I'll see you over there.